Hey guys, sorry that there was a change of plans and I couldn't be there today to help you review. There were a couple of things though that I wanted to go over, and so we're still going to go over it. What this actually means, guys, is I'm going to work through some problems straight from your chapter test study guide. So kind of you're getting free answers here. That don't be stupid. Make sure you're filling it out as we go along. If you guys don't have your study guides yet, then let's go ahead and pause this video, make sure those get passed out, because again, as I'm working through them, I want you working through them as well with me. So the first one that we're going to take a look at, if you remember last class, the warm-up talks about x and y intercepts. And I said, hey, we're going to hit that next class. I just want you to solve for y right now. Well, we're still going to hit this x and y intercepts concept, even though I'm not there to walk you guys physically through it. So turn to the second page. We're looking at number 14. Okay. We are going to use something that I like to call the finger test. I'm going to kind of have to do the cross-out test because you guys can't see where my finger's at. But a shortcut, if you're asked to find the x and y intercepts, because make sure you're reading directions, please, on your review and on your test. So what I'm going to do first is just kind of cover up this 7x. So I just want you to take a school-appropriate finger and cover up 7x. I have to scribble out, though. I'm going to attempt to scribble out because I can't show you guys my finger. So if I cover that, I am left with 5y is equal to 70. So this is what should be going down on your paper. Okay, I took my finger, I put it over that blue mark, I'm left with 5y equals to 70, and now I'm going to solve for y. So divide both sides by 5, show me that you're doing this math as well. And we get y is equal to 14. That is my answer. Okay, y is equal to 14, done. But it also asks for the x-intercept. So I'm going to take a school-appropriate finger again, and I'm going to cover up the y term, which really means I'm going to have to scribble it out because I can't use my finger to cover it up. Okay, so my pinky is covering up the y term. I'm left with a positive 7x, so this is what you're writing down, please, is equal to 70. Now I need to solve for x. Draw my line to stay organized, divide by 7, divide by 7, and x is equal to 10. There's my other answer. Okay, in this equation, the x-intercept is 10, the y-intercept is 14. Let me undo the cover-up part. Now, a quick note, I know there are some of you that can do this mental math in your head, so if you can just take your finger, cover it up, and do the mental math in your head to get to the 10 and to get to the 14, that's fine. I am telling you, you actually don't have to show any work. If you don't show work, though, and you do bad mental math, I can't give you any partial credit, so that's what you just kind of need to be aware of. I want to walk through another one with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at 15. Looking at 15, again, I'm going to use the shortcut, so I'm going to take my finger, and I'm going to cover up the x term. And here's my finger. I'm left with negative y is equal to 8. Bring down that negative sign with the variable. We don't want a negative y. The entire time, all year, we've talked about we need positive variables at the end of this. So I'm going to put my imaginary 1 there, okay? This is what should be going down on your paper, guys. And to get y by itself, I'm going to divide by a negative 1, divide by a negative 1. Y is equal to negative 8. That would be my y-intercept, done. Okay. But we also want to find the x-intercept. So taking our finger, covering up the y term, I'm left with negative 2x is equal to 8. I want to solve for x. Okay, whether you're writing down the math or whether you're doing it in your head, this is one situation where I don't care. Okay, you can use your mental math, but 8 divided by -2 gets me a -4. So there's the shortcut method. Notice though, these equations, they are not in slope-intercept form. This is what we call standard form when x and y are on the same side. So this finger method doesn't work if the equation's in slope-intercept form. Something to be mindful of. Something else that I want to show you really quick is even though we're kind of doing the shortcut method, it is still graphing ultimately. So if I were to get rid of the drawings because that's a mess, graph this line. Okay, going back to, we'll even do the one that we just did. So that was -2x minus y is equal to 8. If we graph that line, my x-intercept is -4, which is what we just found to be using the finger method. And my y-intercept is -8, which is what we found using the finger method. So we're still looking at graphing lines, guys. The finger method just lets us kind of cheat in finding 2 of those points to be able to use. Okay. So there's one other problem that I want to work through together because writing equations, at least in all of my other classes, has kind of been throwing everybody off. And since I'm not there to help you check the slope combo homework today, I want to walk through another writing equations homework. Not even homework, we're going to do it on the review. So move your paper down, flip the page. I want to take a look at number 20. Again, guys, free answers, don't be stupid. Write this down as we're going through it. Okay, looking at 20, write the equation using slope-intercept form. So that would be y equals mx plus b, which describes a line through -2, 5 with a slope of 3. You are going to have questions like this on your test. Here's another example besides you getting just looking at your notes. If we're trying to use y equals mx plus b in an ordered pair, here's x, here's y, slope is in. I'll give you a second to write down those 3 letters. Using these 3 letters, let's substitute some numbers into this equation. So y, we found to be 5, okay? Y, not b, y and y. So y equals mx plus b. Y is going to become 5. N is going to become 3. X, we can substitute in the -2. B is what we're trying to solve for. This is how we set it up in our notes. But I know not all of you necessarily look back at your notes or can read your handwriting when you look back at your notes. 6th hour, I'm looking at some of you. 3 times -2 gets me to -6. Plus b, I'll make it a capital B so I don't confuse it with my 6. Add 6, add 6. 11 is equal to b. B is not, by itself, is not slope-intercept though, so your final answer for 20, but you're showing me the work that goes along with it, would be y equals 3x for my slope plus the 11 that we just found for b. So you're going to have other questions like this on your review. Here's another example to be able to use. I know you guys have this. As you're going through the review, if you have questions or after school today or this weekend as you're working on it, if you have questions, send me a Schoology message and I will try to respond to you as quickly as I can with it, okay? You guys got this? Use your time wisely. Get through this. Your test is next class. Make sure you are ready.